This is how I install a transmission alone. The first thing we want to do is set the clutch up properly. A misaligned clutch will make the transmission extremely difficult to install and almost impossible to do alone. They make a special alignment shaft for doing exactly this. There's not too much of a trick to using it. Slip it in the pilot bearing and follow with the friction disc and plate. I like to mount the plate in position with one bolt to take the weight off of me. They can be heavy. Use Loctite in these clutch bolts. You really don't need much of this stuff. A little bit is more than enough. I'll show you again. I literally only use a drop of this stuff. I like to put it on the top of the bolt and let it drip down the threads. Now we're going to draw the bolts in evenly, in turn pulling the clutch fingers down. Watch closely and you can see the fingers pulling down with the associated bolts. It's important you don't remove the shaft until this part is finished. This is critical to ensure a proper clutch alignment. Once you've finished tightening all the bolts, remove the tool. You can check the alignment of the clutch by lightly reinserting it until it bottoms out. Give it a light shove. The shaft should go in another 2 inches or so with little resistance. The way that we set up the transmission on the jack is going to help a lot later on. This jack is an adjustable plate. Make sure the plate is level while the transmission sits on it before it even goes onto the truck. You could get away downing one without strapping it up, but it's insanely important to strap the transmission to the plate for reinstallation or it's going to fall and you're going to get hurt. Don't ever forget this part, seriously. My preference is to lower the truck flat on the ground and install it like that. However, I know a lot of guys can't fit under sleepers or certain trucks that are all the way down, so for the sake of the video, I'll leave the front of the truck up about 2 feet. Now the back of the truck is still down, meaning we have to match the incline of the transmission on the jack to the incline of the truck on the wheel lifts. We'll do this with the forward back adjustment rod on the jack. Now we're going to walk the jack in towards the engine. A truck like this has great visibility on the top of the transmission, but on something like a sleeper you can't get access to where my camera is sitting right now. There's way less space. In that case, I walk the transmission all the way forward before I even start to raise it up. As you raise it, make sure nothing on the chassis or the transmission are making contact. If you feel resistance while you're jacking it up, stop and make sure nothing's hitting. The jacks are strong enough to rip whatever's holding back the transmission right off. This bracket for the battery cables is always an issue and I usually strap it so it's pulled out of the way. I actually did it here and you can see the bungee, but it must have come loose, so now we have to deal with it. It's a big bracket and the way the cables are routed, it'll always perfectly position itself right in between the bell housing and the engine. Using a bar or your hand, tuck it far out of the way. This can be annoying because it's under a lot of tension and you can see it's going to pop right back down into place as I push the transmission forward. This should have been handled a long time ago, so at this point, the best I could do is wedge something to keep it out of the way. This long bar was my weapon of choice for this. Now I'm going to return to the belly of the transmission and get a visual of the situation. The shaft right now is in position to slip into the clutch spline. Using a turning tool, I'm going to turn very lightly until I see the input shaft of the transmission grab on the clutch splines, and I'll return to the back of the transmission and push on the transmission jack itself with my legs to slip it into the first set of splines. If you're pushing and it's not going in, you need to readjust. You can see me make a small adjustment here and the transmission will fall into the first set. I'm going to push on it again, but this time I'm going to push on the transmission itself with my feet. If you've done it correctly so far, you'll feel the transmission slip all the way through the splines and into the pilot bearing. That's how I install a Mack Volvo transmission alone. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.